Hello everyone, and this afternoon I actually got to see the new sci-fi sequel, Blade Runner, which is directed by Denis, the man who's done films like Prisoners, Sicario, and last year's Arrival. And that would have been quite loud. And he apparently, I heard he doesn't want anyone to do the sequel for the original Blade Runner because it's an extremely game-changing, iconic, beloved cult status like sci-fi film from 1982 and directed by the masterclass himself, Ridley Scott. So Denis Villeneuve picked up this movie and he's like, he wants to do this. So this movie takes place like 30 something years after the original movie. Like this, again, I'm not even hopeful, but the essential plot is this: Officer K, played by Ryan Gosling, for like the LA Blade Runner corporation thing, uncovers this new secret. And again, I'm not gonna give too much away here, but he uncovers this new ideal secret, and somehow it involves and intertwines within the character of Richard Deckard, or fuck me, I keep forgetting Richard Deckard. That's it. Of Rick Deckard from the original Blade Runner, and somehow intertwines within that story, and that's all I'm going to give you for this movie. First off, within any review of mine, I say, what is the best thing about this movie? So I'm going to reverse that. I think I've done this a few times before. I just kind of forgot with which other films I've done this before of. But I'm talking about the negatives with this film because, or at least talking about the original. The original Blade Runner is my dad's all-time favorite movie, and that is a spectacular film. He loves that movie, so he was extremely passionate about seeing this movie, and he really damn enjoyed this film. So hopefully I represent his word in honor for my dad, because he loves the original Blade Runner. It's his all-time favorite movie, and I can clearly understand why. I've only seen the 2007 director's cut of the original, and I remember seeing them. I think I saw the movie 2 or 3 times. The first time I saw it, I was like, eh. The second time I saw it was in theaters for my mom's birthday. When it came around in theaters as a re-release or something like that, like last year, and it was re-released on my mom's birthday. So me and my whole family got to see that movie in theater, and that was when my view for the movie kind of did shift. It was like, okay, this isn't just an overhyped movie of the 80s. This really is, for a good valid reason, a cult status movie that has a devout following. Because it is a great movie. I love Blade Runner. I mean, I may not love it towards the same degree as my dad, nor did I grow up with him like him, but it's a film that truly does grow with age. So on one hand, it's like, I understand why millennials / people of our generation would say it's overrated, because, we still gonna, because it's like, we definitely will question it, but it's like, it's not a film that you'll tend to love on the first viewing. It's one of those films where you watch on multiple viewings and you kind of just go, ooh, this is an incredible film. And this preliminary sequel, it does really much carry on the mythos, and I loved how it carried on the world, the environment, and how it felt not too alien from the original Blade Runner, but it felt like, at the very least, an advanced city of that, and how technology since that point and within the Blade Runner universe has changed, but yet still feels in the same tone and visual flair of the original Blade Runner, and that is very well done due to visual directing. Holy crap. Good God Almighty. Again, the best thing about this movie is the imagery and the directing. Denis Villeneuve has a powerful, magnetic, great eye, and Denis Villeneuve proves, in my opinion, to be probably the best cinematographer in all of film history. He is incredible. He has an incredible view, and like someone for me who's like me, I'm an avid photographer. I look up to Roger Deakins, and he's a genuine hero to me. It's getting really fucking sweaty under. I'm getting really warm underneath this. So yeah, Okay, took 5 minutes now. What did I like about okay, let's start first. What did I not like about this movie? My weaknesses with the movie is that I felt like it was too long. Like, again, within the movie, I don't care if it's if it's over 2 hours, as long as the movie's length feels quick, or at least feels like, it's like, really, that was 2.5 hours. Damn, that was fast. It doesn't matter how long the movie is. It's a matter of how seamless that time is. A good example: the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Each movie is 2.5 hours and more. 3 hours, including the extended editions. And it feels seamless because it's how you get invested. This movie is 2.5 hours, and I have no problem with that. However, the first hour, in my view, really does drag, and there's a lot of down moments where you just kind of see characters just kind of sitting there and stuff like that. And it's really just kind of not investing. And granted, I didn't watch Blade Runner recently. Again, this film, I thought, this is, even though it's a sequel, it's still a movie. I should watch it for its own merits, not how good it works as a sequel, how good it works as a movie itself. And it does work well. As I said, my biggest flaw with this movie is the first hour. It really does drag, and I don't want to be a prick, but I almost fell asleep within the first 10 minutes. So I really did feel kind of bad for that, because I know this is the first hour and a half, and trust me, for the first hour of the movie, I'm like, when's Harrison Ford going to show up and kick ass? And when he shows up, he's awesome. Like, that in itself is not a big spoiler, to be honest. And it really is just, but after that first hour, it's like perfect as it can be. I love the pacing of the next hour and that 40 minutes. There's much more it's had much more better transitions between the slower moments and the fast-paced moments. That, as I said, if the first hour, like, I understand when the first bit of a movie is like establishing something, like, I understand that for the narrative's sake, but once that's carrying towards the second and third act, where it's all going to come to a head and end, understandable. But it's like, if the second half of after the first hour of the movie, if that part of the movie was just like the first, then I would agree. Then I may as well just say I agree with the critics. It would have been a masterpiece. But first, all I'm going to say is the length is a true heavyweight, and for that, it really almost kind of ruins my own personal strive for any film. For me, it's like, replayability. I don't know if I can really get myself through that first hour and 10 minutes again. It's like, after that, no joke, if the movie as a whole was like, after the first hour, then I would have totally considered this to be one of my top tier favorite movies of the year. But as it is as a whole, it's like damn great. And by the end, I was very much kind of like, okay, this is a masterpiece of its own craft, because it's magnetic acting, fantastic performances by Dave Bautista, who, for the record, doesn't have much screen time. That's not a big spoiler for that record. But the acting is spectacular. The visual effects are gorgeous. The way it's shot, the way it's produced, all that type of shit. It's spectacular. And by the end of the movie, I really was like this is not a technically bad film. This is a technically freaking excellent film. I just really did not like the first hour of the movie. And granted, it had some good moments. Like a particular moment when Ryan Gosling, when Officer K freaks out. And all those weird scenes with like the hologram girl in his apartment, trippy as hell. It's really odd. But yeah, that's my big complaint about the movie as it is. But everything else from that first hour of the movie is incredible. Like, again, the musical score by by Jonathan Josman and Hans Zimmer and Benjamin Wallfish. My good God, it's so much like the original. And this fucking the score melts my face off. Like in Raiders or Lost Ark, like that. But as a whole, by the end, I was just like, that was worth it. That was a fantastic movie. I just wish the pacing was a little bit slower. And I do think, I wish there was a bit more heavier themes within this movie, because in the first movie, it's like, oh, why do the replicants exist, and what they have to balance out with the humans. In this movie, they kind of push that aside for the main narrative story. And I understand that to a degree, but it's also like, I wish the story itself had a bit more depth to it. And, I mean, not as depth, but had more sticking power to it. And I wish this movie had... It's inevitable that this movie is going to get compared to the first Blade Runner. And I totally understand why doing so. But in the end, I'm going to say Blade Runner 2049 is an awesome, great movie. But as a sequel, it's fantastic. And for me... again, the first hour and 10 minutes is going to be really, really hard to get through. For me, in my taste, maybe I'll see it again. Who the hell knows? Maybe I'll appreciate that first hour. And maybe my opinion will grow. But as it is of right now, Blade Runner 49, I'm going to say it's a pretty freaking great movie. I don't know if it's in my top 5 of the year, but it certainly is an extravagant, beautiful, well-done movie. I will say it's probably a really damn good movie. One of the most striking of the year. And I'm going to give it 88%. I'm going to give it a 90%. A 90%. So that's equivalent of like a 9 out of 10. It's a spectacular film. I'd highly recommend it. And yeah. I'm starting to get real fucking sweaty, and my dinner is almost ready. So, thank you for watching, as everyone. As always, thank you, and as always, you can click subscribe down below. I can't feel my leg. My left leg just got numb. Regardless, thank you for watching, as always. Till then, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the future for more videos, as always. Till then, have a good day. Bye-bye.